with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
It originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Now it's Jackson. There's a nice move. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. From the 36, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw again. And Anderson's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? they're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jaguars, it's 7 and 3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pryor has it complete. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
And they'll run with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Slot man moves right. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback. And
he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him. Or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Real quick.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Jackson throwing once more. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Jackson. Out route to Hill, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball and put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 63 yards. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move in.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw Lawrence, and he will find Ridley on the left side. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he stopped immediately there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give. It's ETN off the option. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN. He stiff arms him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Lawrence.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
One more time with ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And they'll get this down here around the 47-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jaguars, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.